guys to a build update. Today we're looking at the triple Herald rage stacking mercenary, and man, it's a blast to play and it's awesome. You're probably wondering, how the heck does he have rage on a mercenary? Well guys, I'm going to show you guys how to do that here. So basically what we're doing is our ballistas is what is giving us the rage. So how is our ballistas giving us the rage? Let's go ahead and show you guys how that works. The Font of Rage is a new support gem that gives us rage regeneration as long as our ballistas are near us. And this is really cool because you can like when you're mapping, you can place your totems, fire your shots, you dance around your totems, and you're just getting a ton of extra damage from your rage. Now we are using Berserk as well, which gives us 43% increased rage effect, but we lose 0.1% life per second per rage while not losing rage. So the key to being able to maintain this will be life regeneration and life leech. So currently I'm trying to figure out how I can get some more life leech. I want to get some more life leech on the build, and I want to get some more life regeneration. I think those two important things will help out a lot. Right now we do have some life leech from our Berserk. Physical attack leeches life. We do have a little bit of physical attack damage that we do with our explosive shot so that we can leech life, but I think we'll need some life leech nodes to make that work, and currently I'm out of gold, so I'm going to need a little bit more gold to try to respec and try different leech nodes and see if that works. But currently this works pretty good because we are using cannibalism on our Herald of the Ash, and this allows us to recover 4% life when we kill monsters. So even though we're losing life, we're always recovering life as well. And then of course we have our life flask as well. So let's take a look at our skill tree first. So I have been doing a lot of respecting, and I spent a ton of gold respecting the build. And yeah, this is a huge update. I respect really big, and I've been testing a lot of different nodes on the way. And I like these nodes. I found this little cool node called Coming Calamity. 50% cold, fire, and lightning as long as you have all three heralds up. And we do have damage types for each herald. We have ice, we have fire, we have Herald of Thunder, we have lightning damage. So we have pretty much everything we need to increase the fire damage and the ice damage and lightning damage. So this is a huge buff. We do get a ton of damage on the heralds themselves. Their buffs and explosions do a lot of damage. You have your ignite from the Herald of Ash. So this is a beast in clearing maps. And also for bossing, it's just as good because we have combos like Glacial Bolt, in which we can explode our glacial walls, doing massive damage. We can also do Storm Blast Bolts, which gives massive shock on the boss. You detonate your Storm Blast Bolts with your explosive shot, and it's just a huge explosion of shock damage, ice damage. Then that's the combo basically. It's Glacial Bolt, Storm Bolt, or Storm Blast Bolt, and then explosive shot. And I'll show you guys quickly here how that works. So let's say you put up your ice walls, then you load your storm bolts into the ice walls, and you explode everything.
Reload.
And it just does massive damage. It pops off your Herald of Ice, and yeah, it just does a ton of damage. And on top of that, you get your attack damage from your Berserk and your Rage, and it's just really awesome. So let's take a look at our support gems we're using right now. So these are triple Heralds. We're also using Wind Dancer. So you're probably thinking at this moment, what the heck? How does he have so much spirit? Well, I'm going to show you guys how I do that here. So there's two things that's like, what the heck moments. So basically we're using the Alpha's Howl because it's 100 spirit. And I wish the Presence Radius worked on the Rage font. That would be sick because that would give us... Sadly, it doesn't work. I don't think it works. Because it's like... That doesn't feel like it's doubled, right? I wish it worked, but it doesn't work. It doesn't seem to work with the ballistics. I don't know if it's bugged, or if it's just not considered, because it just says presence radius. It doesn't say my presence. So it should be for everything, but it doesn't seem to work with the ballistics. Nonetheless, this is how we are getting a ton of spirit, extra for the build, and we also want to get a new chest. As soon as I get a good upgraded chest with some spirit, that would be very beneficial because I could add in vitality, links to my to my gems, vitality, and because I got clarity on right now, but I need a little bit more for vitality. So I forgot to go over my gear in my last build update with the exploding merc. So I'm going to show you guys all of my gear here today. So yeah, we start with the Alpha Sal. We also have the Pandemonius, which gives us massive damage since we're converting all of our damage to cold, at least all of our fire damage. Um, a lot of that is doing cold damage. So 75 penetration of cold resistance is massive. This thing is amazing, and also any enemies that are chilled are blind, which further synergizes with the build because we are evasion based. So it's very hard to get hit when you're playing this build. We have a lot of dodge. We have a lot of survivability in the build. We just got to max out our resistances. And once we max out our resistance, we even have options to things like sorcery ward as well. So those are things I'm going to be testing in the future, and we'll be giving you updates on that throughout as we play and test things, get more gold to respec. So you want to make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future updates. The other thing is the blue flame bracers. This is really important to the build because it converts all of your fire damage to cold, which is really important. And the cool thing is we don't really convert all of our fire, all of our physical to fire damage. So that leaves us over some physical for leeching, and it leaves over some physical damage to convert to other elements if you need to, if we can find some tricks that we can do with the build to convert maybe to lightning to get a little bit more lightning damage to trigger our Herald of Lightning a lot more. So we have some tricks we can try to do with the build. I'm still looking around, and I'll see if I can find anything that has a way to convert a little bit of physical to the lightning, because that would be pretty sick. And that would be an easy way to get additional big hits on our lightning damage. And this is our belt. You know, I'm about to update this belt because it's pretty trash. The resistances are crap, and I have enough exiles to upgrade the belt, so I think it's about time. This is our boots. Again, the boots resistances are pretty bad, and yeah. So boots, belts, we want to update those two things. Chest we can update. This is a pretty sick ring that I crafted. Prismatic ring. Got some nice resistances. Got a huge bonus to life, and it gives us that lightning and cold damage. Cold damage not so much needed, but the lightning is very much needed on this build. It's not necessary, but you want to try to get some lightning damage to attack somewhere, whether it's from your weapon or ring somehow. You want to try to get that so that you can trigger your Herald of Lightning a lot more. This is our current crossbow. Pretty decent. It's about 400 DPS. We want to get a high-end bow or crossbow. So I want to get this updated and get a little bit more lightning damage on it, and more attack speed, critical damage bonus. Just get a nicely well-built crossbow. So that'd be a big upgrade we could do in the future. But for now, 400 DPS, this is pretty inexpensive at the time. And yeah, there we have it. I think that's all of our gear here. And I've showed you the skill tree. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of this. This is a really cool tech. Did you know about how to get rage on your mercenary or other characters? Well, this is how you do it. If you can use totems, you can get that free rage, guys. So this is the tech. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, because I do make a lot of theory crafting. I test a lot of things on builds, and I want to bring that to you guys so you guys can enjoy the game just as much as I am. So don't miss out, guys. I've noticed when I woke up this morning, I had like 100 whispers for the blue flame bracers that I had my previous ones. I had them up for 2 exalted orbs because these were super cheap. You can get them for less than an exalted orb, but for some reason someone has bought up a ton of these. I had people just spamming messaging me for blue flame bracers, so the price has gone up on these kind of a lot, and as more people learn about the use of these, it'll probably go up. I'm not sure how much because it doesn't seem like it's a rare item, you know. So I still think it'd be pretty cheap, maybe 5-10 exalts that I'm seeing right now, maybe even less as the hype dies down. But I'm not sure who picked up the build, but somebody must have taken notice of the blue flame bracers video, because it really started to pop off in views. And of course, when I woke up, everything was going crazy with the sale for the blue flame. I had so many whispers, and I had to readjust the price because those were my old bracers, and Remember, I told you guys I was gonna buy me a perfect set before the build, before I update the build, because I was like, if somebody, one of those grenade guys, if they switch over to this, it's gonna be, it's gonna drive the price up shortly. So I think that's everything, guys. Again, subscribe, so you don't miss out. I make a lot of fun, cool stuff. If you've known me for Path of Exile 1, I've done stuff like this. 1C builds, like this was like a less than an exalt item, and I've turned it into something that's really amazing. And we've introduced some new tech with the Herald stacking, so this is pretty cool. The Alpha Hal, I'm not sure a lot of people are using this. There's not a lot of Alpha Hals on the market, so I'm not sure you'll be able to do this build exactly for everybody until they get some more Alpha Hals. They're pretty expensive. I paid 55 exalts for mine, and let me take a look and see what the price is at currently. So currently you can get them for, there's only 5 on the auction house or on the trade site, and they're like 50, 60, 80 exalt orbs. So these are pretty expensive. So I don't think everybody will be able to do this style of build, but you can get enough spirit through other means. Like you can get some on your chest, not exactly 100, but I think you can get like 30 or 40 on a chest, which is probably cheaper than the Alpha Hal. But I also want to get that on my chest so I can add even more spirit stuff. So we're cooking. So stay tuned, guys. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss out, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the details. I'm going to be updating this pretty often. So you can copy the skill tree if you like, but just keep in mind that I am testing a lot of stuff, and stuff like this I'm going to remove, so I don't think this is worth it. And I may change things around, but for the most part we try to get a lot of Herald stuff. In regards to your jewels that you're looking for, you want to get Herald damage, crossbow reload speed. Now I got crossbow reload speed on every jewel that I got, and this allowed me to actually drop this node here. So I don't need this anymore because I got so much from my jewels. And we get a ton of Herald damage as well, Herald skills. So the other thing is, I would want you probably would want to get evasion, because we do focus on evasion since we are using blind tech, and blind synergizes well with evasion. So this is what I have so far, guys. What was I going for here? Okay, yeah. So I just wanted to get an extra jewel slot when I did this, and I was like, man, I'm gonna try to get over here and get that extra blind effect, right? So I'll probably change that as well. I'll probably take that away and utilize that somewhere where it's beneficial until I can get that set up. So I'm gonna go farm, get some more gold, and I'm gonna take away this and take away that, and we'll path somewhere else, see what else we can get. But that's all we have for you guys. And yeah, build's amazing. I don't think, oh, almost forgot my heralds. I do use precision, innervate. Then also for our Herald of Ice, we use Biting Frost, Magnified Effect. For Herald of Ash, we use Cannibalism and Persistence. And that's basically just so the ignites last longer. Duration is 3 seconds. This increases it just a little bit more. For Artillery Ballista, we use Urgency, Inspiration, Font of Rage, Life Tap. We also use Wind Dancer for that extra evasion. Once I get this to 20 quality, I'll have an additional stage I can get on that, which is pretty cool. When you do get hit, you do get Gale Force, which is pretty nice. Gets you some additional crit chance and knocks back enemies. We also use Clarity. Once I do get some spirit on my chest, once I get a spirit chest with some nice resistances, I'll use Vitality here. For Storm Blast rounds, I'm currently using Lightning Infusion and Neural Overload. I forgot to put that in there. Where is it at? Where's my shock stuff? Oh, here it is. Not Neural. Coursing Current is what I used. So this spreads your shock to nearby enemies. When you use Storm Blast Bolt, explode everything. And then if there's any nearby enemies that aren't shocked for some reason, this is spread around. We also utilize Berserk. Don't have anything in here yet. We'll try to cook later with that, see if we can add anything. Our explosive shot, basically I use scatter shot, primal armament, heft, and cold infusion. For glacial bolt, we use rising tempest, ice bite, and ice crystals. So this is pretty cool because we're using pretty much every element. Not bad. This is a secret, not a secret, but this will be something that I'll work on a little bit later once I get enough gold to do a respect for a different mercenary build. This is something I'll test out, but stay tuned. This will be something I'll want to show you guys once we get done with all the cold and get to probably 90 plus. And I have another build. I've already cooked another build in my mind that I've tested with this crossbow shot. And if they don't nerf it for other builds, it's something else. I'm going to try that later. But until then, subscribe and don't miss out. And I think that's all I have for you, Exiles, for this build update. I hope this covered everything for you. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll try to stream a little bit more often. Doesn't seem like a lot of people really check in or ask me any questions when I stream because I do such odd hours. But I need to have a schedule. Please let me know if you want to watch me stream, and I can answer your questions. So I get a lot of questions about the build, different items, skill tree, all that stuff. So until next time, Exiles, peace out.